Hi friends, it's Mrs. Wise here. I thought that I would read Me on the Map today by Joan Sweeney and illustrated by Annette. This is part of our remote learning this week, and I happen to have a copy of it here at my house, so I thought that I would read it for you. Okay, guys? So the title of our story is Me on the Map. Me on the map. This is me. This is me in my room. This is a map of my room. See, there she is in her room. And then she drew a picture of the things that are in her room. She drew a map. This is me on the map of my room. See, there she is laying in her bed, right? This is her in her room. And then that's her in the picture that she drew, the map of her room. This is my house. This is a map of my house. This is my room on the map of my house. Look at, she drew this. There's her brother's room. It says my brother's room. My room is right here, right? And my mom and dad's room, and the bathroom, the living room, the kitchen, the patio, the garage. Now my house doesn't look just like that. And inside my house doesn't look just like that. But wouldn't it be fun to draw a picture, a map of your house? That would be super fun, huh? This is my street. This is a map of my street. This is my house on the map of my street. Wow, this is so cool. So I can use the information from this page to find her house on her street. There it is. It looks the same, right? That's a really good strategy. And then I could tell that she drew a map of that and she colored in her house here, the same color that it is here. See that? That's one way I could tell that that was her house. Oh, this is my town. We live in the town of Braintree here, right? This is a map of my town. See, there's her house. I could see it. See it right there? And it looks like this might be her neighborhood here where the streets come together. And then this is her town, right? Mrs. Wise lives in Braintree. This is my street on the map of my town. I wonder if we can find it. We can really, there are a lot of strategies that we can use to find things on a map. So here I see that there's a river. Do you see this river here? And I see it here too, that water. Do you see? Okay. And I'm seeing that there's a bridge here that's kind of near a shopping center. So here's a bridge that goes over the river. Here is a shopping center. And then I see that there are 1, 2, 3 houses. 1, 2, 3. And then look, there's a street and then another house. Oh, I think this is her house right here. Do you see? It looks very similar to the picture of her town. This is my street on the map of my town. This is my state. Mrs. Wise lives in the state of Massachusetts, right? Braintree is in Massachusetts. This is my state. This is what it looks like. Wow, this is real big, right, guys? And I'm noticing that here there are some desert parts here in this person's state and some farmland and things like that. And her map, oh, she lives in Kansas. That's a different state than Mrs. Wise lives in. This is a map of my state of Kansas. Kansas looks different than Massachusetts. I don't see it looking the same. This is my town on the map of my state. Wow. I think maybe she might live in Pleasant Grove in Kansas. I live in Braintree in Massachusetts. A little different. A little different. Okay. This is my country, the United States of America. This is a map of my country. This is my state on the map of my country. Wow. Mrs. Wise is very happy to see that. Look at this. Look at our country. We've got such a beautiful place that we live. Wow. Look at all of the 50 states that make up the map of our country. Mrs. Wise lives here in Massachusetts. See it way up there? That's where Braintree is, inside Massachusetts. This is my world. It's called Earth. It looks like a giant ball. If you could unroll the Earth, the world, and make it flat, it would look something like this map of the world. This is my country on the map of the world. Wow. Look at all the continents here too. Look at, we live in North America. We live in the United States of America, right? And all the states are here. Wow. So here's how I would find my special place on the map. First, I look at the map of the world and find my country. Okay, I don't think I live in Australia or Asia or Europe. I'm looking, oh, North America. Oh, here's the United States of America right here. Okay, then I look at the map of my country and find my state. She lives in Kansas, right? Mrs. Wise lives in Massachusetts over here. Then I look at the map of my state and find my town. Oh, she lives in Pleasant Grove. Mrs. Wise lives in Braintree. Then I look at the map of my town and find my street. Huh. And I think she lived on Oak Street. Nope, she lived on Maple Street. Remember? No, she lived on Oak Street. Yep. And on my street, I found my house, 1, 2, 3, 4. She lives on 1, 2, 3, 4 Oak Street. That's her address. And in my house, I find my room. And in my room, I find me. Just think. In rooms and houses on streets, in towns, in countries all over the world, everybody has their own special place on the map. Yeah. Just like me. Just like me on the map. Wow. All right, I have something cool to show you. Mrs. Wise made this. I think you're gonna like it. I'm gonna stop my screen share here because I want you just to see me. Okay, you ready for this crazy thing I made? Now, Mrs. Wise likes to get a little crafty and make things to help my students learn. So I thought I would share this with you. Okay, you ready for it? What do you think it is? You ready? It's me. There's me. It's Mrs. Wise. I'm just going to download all these. You'll see what I'm doing. You'll see. You're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. You ready? This is me. This is my room. This is Mrs. Wise. See? There. Me. I'm going to go inside my room. There I am. See me inside my room? My room is inside. Look at, there's my socks hanging out of my dresser, a little messy in my room. There's my piggy bank and my window in my room. There's my bed. And the picture I made, I put it in a frame in my room. Okay, so there I am inside my room. My room is inside my house. That's my house. So I can be inside my room and inside my house at the same time. Who knew? Okay, wait. Okay, so there's me in my room, in my house, on my street. My street is in my neighborhood. Your neighborhood is kind of where the streets come together, right? You might have a playground in your neighborhood or something like that, right? That's your neighborhood. So Mrs. Wise is in my neighborhood. So there's me in my room, in my house, on my street, in my neighborhood. My neighborhood is in my town of Braintree. Look, my town of Braintree. Boop. Braintree. Braintree is in the state of Massachusetts. So I can be inside my room, inside my house, on my street, in my neighborhood, in my town of Braintree, and also in my state of Massachusetts. My state. My state is Massachusetts. Are you serious? Wait a minute. Massachusetts is in my country of the United States of America. Watch this. Boop. So there I am. I'm in my state of Massachusetts. I'm in my country of the United States of America, but I'm also in my room at the same time. The United States of America, which is my country, is on the continent of North America. See that? And there I am still inside there. And North America is on that planet Earth. See that? So I can be inside of all those things at the same time. There I am. I'm inside. Gotta get me. There I am. I'm inside my, I'm inside my room. There's me. In my room. See my room? Right? That's inside my house. It's on my street. That's in my neighborhood where the streets might come together. It's in my town of Braintree. That's in our state of Massachusetts. I'm even going to move this back a little so you can see. That's in our country of the United States of America. Are you serious? Sorry, it's a little loud there. Ready? That's in our continent of North America. I still gotta see myself. 1 minute. Oh my gosh. And it's on the planet Earth. That's a lot of stuff. I think that's so cool. So when I'm in my, here I am again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put myself inside my room, in my house, on my street, in my neighborhood, in my town of Braintree, in my state of Massachusetts, in my, this is my country of the United States of America. See, I'm still in there. On my continent of North America, on the planet Earth. So cool. I love me on the map. Bye, friends.